Hi there, I'm Nan. I love painting tiny watercolors, and this little format is my favorite, just like an artist trading card. Each one is a tiny snapshot of my year, travels, cozy moments, and the things I love. Today, let's flip through some of my favorite together. I painted this one at the top of the mountain during a summer hike. It's a quick sketching, and it turned into something I really like. A tiny memory from a trip to Japan. I saw torii gates everywhere we went. They felt like quiet, powerful symbols, and I love spotting them in unexpected places. A dreaming sky over Paris. I've always loved looking at rooftops in this city. I can't even remember how many colors I used here, but I like how it turned out. Oh, this tiny croissant. So many little details packed into this tiny space. It made me hungry while painting it, and now I just want to eat one. This one always calms me down. I think it's the soft contrast in the sky. It brings in a gentle, emotional feeling. I can even feel the warm breeze on my skin, like I'm standing right there. This is one of my favorite monochrome pieces in ultramarine blue color. I remember painting this so freely, especially the waves, just a few loose strokes, and it all came together. Maybe you recognize this place? It's the iconic Lovers Bridge in Annecy. I love this scene with all the trees around, but that little figure standing there feels a bit lonely. Maybe next time I will paint someone join him. This is a bamboo forest. Painting all the trunks and leaves feels so meditative. What I love most is the light in the background, like you are quietly standing inside the forest. Here's another Asian scene I loved painting, a lovely koi pond. Soft reflections on the water, lotus leaves, tiny koi fish gently swimming around. It all feels so calm and zen. Painting tiny like this brings me so much fun. I've actually shared a lot of watercolor techniques in my online course for beginners. Feel free to take a look. This one might be my favorite of the year. I loved it so much I even made it the theme of one of my local workshops. Nothing beats the feeling of walking through crunchy leaves in a golden autumn forest. These Crumpy Cat portraits makes me laugh every time. It's my favorite cat, who's always slightly annoyed but still adorable. I caught this one under the stars. It's inspired by the Lake Hansi where I live. I like to picture myself in that tiny yellow boat, drifting slowly through the light. Everything is still, just stars above and the quiet lake around me. And now we are in a winter mood. This was actually a tiny gift card I made for a friend. I always like to add little details in my paintings, like this tiny house. I can't help but imagine what's happening inside. Maybe it looks just like this painting inside the tiny house. A coffee bed, a little light left on. Everything feels warm and cozy, even snow falling outside. And the last one, a quiet winter forest. Snowy ground, distant trees, everything still. It brings me back to those peaceful walks in the forest, with only the sound of my snowshoes crunching underfoot. These little pieces are only around 6 by 9 centimeters, small enough to finish in one quick moment, but they hold so many memories. So I've been thinking, what if we start a fun little challenge for the new year? Nothing intense, just one tiny painting a week based on a shared theme. What do you think? Would you like to paint along with me? Leave a comment and let me know your thoughts. If you want to explore watercolor in a simple and relaxing way like I do, Check out my online miniature watercolor course for beginners and enjoy 40% off for a limited time. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'm Nan, a miniature watercolor addict. See you next time!